All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Columbus Aviators. Jackson now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll look to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Willie Henry in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! White 90! White 90!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up a throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Set! 319! 319!
Jackson from the shotgun. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go!
Now a handoff looking right. Finding some room at midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. And down right around the 37. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Detroit!
Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Here's Jackson. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Ravens have got it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Play action. It's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards. First and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Crabtree the target on that one. That'll bring up second down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Dixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Willie Henry in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Take it at the 37. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now.
Detroit! Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit!
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon, so that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Over! Detroit!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
19 seconds showing to play in the half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
3-19! Watch it now.
On 2nd down, Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. He's got a man, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give them a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kenneth Dixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Jackson now to return. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
Well, now they'll try the end around. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Ohio!
They'll try and throw for it here. Going for the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the 2nd play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle of the block as the defense just did there?
Sure. Now Jackson. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Leopard!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Solid coverage on the play by Devondre Campbell.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Ravens on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Jackson now to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here now the offense heading back out there. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Tim Williams in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Back now in Columbus. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Ohio!
Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. 23 yards on the play. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll set up a throw, and it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
We got three!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. On the return, here's White. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it?
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Crabtree, the intended receiver.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's... tip drill, and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a loss.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Flex round. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and a mile.
Let's go. Grand 38.
They're going to look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You get the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The 20. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now here's whistles and another timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Rashard, and he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Here's Sam Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Here's Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for Baltimore, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Columbus, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.